So we've got 4 minutes. Suggest you grab that mat and roll that out. And this morning, I'm going to do a really nice beginner's Pilates class. It's going to be nice and smooth. Stop whenever you need to, grab a drink, relax. But it should be a nice flowing class. Really going to focus on articulation of the spine, drawing that belly button in towards the spine. So we're really going to elongate our bodies, grow nice and tall. If you find that the knee work is too much, just roll your mat and just pop it onto your knees, okay? So there are options in every exercise, every position that we're doing. Okay, so get yourself settled. We've only got like 3 more minutes and we will be ready to start. The class will run for 40 minutes, hopefully. If you need to jet off and do some grocery shopping, do so. But while we're here, and just before the class starts, just open up your fingers, curl them in, creating a fist, and start just warming up the wrist. So we're going to rotate it one way and rotate it the other. Does it sound okay? Okay, yeah. Rotate the other. Because we will be doing quite a few quadruped exercises as well. Place your hands on the mat. This is a really great one. Place a bit of weight, so your shoulders, your elbows and wrists are in alignment, and slowly peel the palms off the mat and lower them down. Really great preparation for any class you do, especially if it's weight-based. So we're really flexing the knuckles there. And if you feel comfortable, shift your weight forward as we stretch our forearms and shift it back. And just do that a couple of times. Breathe through it, you don't have to come far. Just enough so you can feel that nice stretch. If that feels good, flip your fingertips towards your knees and pull back into that really nice stretch at the back of the arms. And then release that, and then come back. These are really great stretches for the wrist, especially if you work in the office all day and you're typing and texting your friends and on Facebook. You'll find there's a lot of tension around the carpool. Last one, flip that over, and this one could hurt a little bit, and if it hurts too much, please stop, or fist one hand and just shift your weight back as the palms face the ceiling. And then come back up, and then do the other one. So flip it over, so your palms facing the ceiling, everything is stacked, and shift it back. Okay, we're going to get ready to start this class. Knuckle them both, shake it out. Thank you for joining me this morning for a nice, smooth introduction, beginners, and also there will be some sections in this class which will be challenging. So we'll definitely throw some challenging moves in there. So folding at the knees, we're going to sit up nice and straight. Hands can be on the side or on your thighs. And all we're going to do is we're going to sit up, starting to engage the quads and the core, and then sit down. As you come up, you grow nice and tall, like someone's pulling you from the crown of your head, and come back down. As you come up, be mindful to draw the belly button towards the spine, really elongate that spine, and come back down. We only have one more. So bring it up, and lower it down. This time we're going to bring the arms out in front as we reach forward. We're going to swing those arms back as we sit back up, squeezing the shoulder blades, and then we come back down. This time we're going to really lengthen, like someone's pulling from the fingertips and someone's pulling us from our hips, really elongating that spine. Let's go for 2 more. Let's reach it up. We're just warming up. Get the shoulders to the ears as you pull back. Just one more. And we're going to reach it forward. And then bring it back up. Excellent. From here, we're going to actually take your hands up long on either side. Literally, you're feeling like from your collarbone, a full extension to the left and to the right. If you're looking straight ahead, you should be able to see your fingers with your peripheral vision. through the sides of your eyes, okay? From here, really lengthen, growing tall as we open up the chest. From here, I just want you to curl your arms in like you're creating a circle. Opening up the shoulder blades, and then I want you to open them up. We're going to do two more of these. So let's close it up, almost like you're hugging a tree, and then open it up. One more time. Remember, keep that belly button drawn to the spine, so engaging that core and getting mindful of every movement we do today. This time, as you create that circle, I just want you to curl in a little bit, really opening up the shoulder blades and then opening up again. So we're going to start at the articulation of the spine. We've got two more, creating that nice big circle, and then stacking the spine again. Last one. And we're just going to add on to this. And then open up nice and wide. This time, create the circle. While you do that, create that nice big C curvature of the spine as the circle now is facing the mat, and then you open it up. So almost like a seated cat stretch. So we curl it in, we're working the back of our arms, that posterior deltoids. Opening up the spine, definitely open up the scapula. And one more of these, and then we're going to add on. So really curl it in. Opening up the spine. And then bring it out. Okay, here we go. Arms are extended, we're nice and tall. We're going to create that circle with the hands. Creating that nice big C curvature. And our knuckles are literally facing the mat. From here, your palms will now be drawn up towards your sternum as you flatten your back. And then we're going to release it, so we're going to create that curvature of the spine, and then slowly come up and open it up. So it's a beautiful flow. So let's hug that tree, creating a nice big circle. Slowly roll down, creating like a cat curl. And when you get down here, draw your spine towards your belly, your palm towards your sternum as you flatten your back. Last time, let's pull it away, creating that C curvature. Open it up, and up we come. Okay, let's add on. Let's curl. You know what we're doing here. Hug that tree as we roll. Nice big C curvature of the spine. When you get here, where your palms are facing the ceiling, bring the palms to your sternum and flatten your back. I want you to hold it here. Elbows are out, and I want you to visualize that your arms are in hoops. Your back is flat, and we're going to extend the arms out. So we call this the flat back bug, okay? So let's bring the arms out. You're really working the back of the arms here. Really lengthening the back. You're going to feel this in your glutes, feel this in your hamstrings. We do one more. We bring the palms to the sternum, and then we create that circle, and we come up, and we open it up. Let's do that again. So let's create that big circle, the arms, the C curvature of the spine as we curl down. When we're looking at the mat, the palms come towards the sternum. We flatten the back. Let's go into flat back bug. So open it up. Remember, there's hoops underneath your arms. They're holding them up. Great for triceps. Definitely fantastic for the back of the shoulders. One more. We stop here, create that big circle as we come up. And each time you do this, your spine is just going to loosen up and feel really great. Let's add on. So last time, we're going to curl it in. Make this your best one. Curl it down. Really create that nice big curved spine. Bring the palms to the sternum, flatten the back as you shift your weight back. Arms in hoops, and we're going to open, and we are going to close. Create that dead bug, flat back look, whatever look that is. And just give me one more. Palms to sternum, push it away as we stand up. This time we're going to bring the arms all the way overhead and open them up. We've still got that really nice lengthening of the arms. You should be able to see your fingertips. This time we're going to bring the arms up we're going to twist and lower them down. So we're adding a spinal rotation to your left and your right. Trust me, your spine is loving this. A bit of spinal rotation is beautiful. So it's like we're gliding through butter. I'm going to do one more on each side. This is it. Reach it up, bring it over and across. Last one. Bring it up, over and across. And we're going to stop in the center. Arms come out to the side. Let's hug that tree. So the routine, curl. Bring the palms to the sternum, flatten. Arms come out. Arms are in hoops, so we do 3 of these. 1, 2, and 3. Palms to sternum, pull it away, create that space between you and your spine. Come up, all the way up. Let's do the rotation in the spine. So as we twist, we lower. We come up and over to the other side. Just one more on each side. So let's come up, really reach up to the ceiling and come down. Last one. Come up and rotate. Beautiful. Let's stop in the center. Let's lower it down. Hands behind and go into a child's pose. Well, actually, this is a shell stretch, so tuck it in. From here, I want you to glide your hands forward into a quadruped position. From here, we have one short sequence, which is really beautiful. We're stacking the shoulders, the elbows, and the wrists together. My back is in a neutral spine, so it maintains its natural curves. My neck is long, I pick up the belly, creating that beautiful space between me and the mat. Hips are stacked. We're going to go straight into a cat stretch. So really open up the shoulder blades, tuck that chin in. From a cat stretch, we're going to go into an angry cat. So we shift that weight back ever so slightly. Then when you're ready, come back into your quadruped, go back into neutral spine. Now I want you to pay some attention here. My feet are flat, everything's stacked. My weight is distributed evenly. I'm going to pick up my feet, so it's like a leg curl. Then I'm going to pick up my knees slightly into a leg press. Then I'm going to go into a cat stretch, and then shift it back into an angry cat. Then come back into a neutral spine. So I do a leg curl, so I pick up my feet. I pick up my knees for the leg press. I create a C with my cat stretch, and I shift it back into an angry cat. Last one, back into neutral spine. Let's pick up the feet. One leg curl. Pick up the knees. You don't have to come up high for a leg press. Give me a nice big C curvature, your cat stretch, and then shift it back into an angry cat. Super. And let's go back into a neutral spine. Okay, let's get ourselves organized here. Open up the fingers nice and wide. Now, if you find that there's too much pressure in your wrist, bend your elbows a little bit, soften the joints. I'm going to ask you to pick up your right arm and your left leg. You're going to reach forward, pull back, pick up the belly, push away from the ground. Shoulders to ears if you can. Thumb facing the ceiling, okay? Thumb facing the ceiling. Point the toes if you can, and make sure your hip is square to the mat. Now, this alone is a difficult balance. So I'm going to ask you to lower it down and take it over to the other side, shoot it out. Lower it down and shoot it out on the other side. So one on each side, bring it down. And as you shoot it, really lengthen, like someone's pulling you from your fingers and someone else is pulling you from your toes. I want that stretch from the shoulder right to the glute on the opposite side. One more. Let's reach and come back down. Here we go. We're going to extend the left leg. Hands stay on the mat. From here, make sure everything is square, lengthen the neck, and we're just going to create those circles with the left leg or the left hip, okay? Now, like your leg is one long pencil. Let's go in the opposite direction. It's still about 5. 5's a good number this morning. Pick up the belly and hold. Now, if you can, extend the opposite arm and create those circles again. If you can do 5 on each side, that is awesome. And then go in the opposite direction. Or keep your hands on the mat. Hold it, and then lower it down. Let's do the other side. Extend the leg. Drop the hip, everything square. Pick up the belly, open up the shoulder blades, and just do those circles. Visualize your leg is one long pencil and opposite direction, and you're drawing a circle on the wall. For those people that want a bit more of a challenge, pick up the opposite arm and let's do circles. One direction, keep it steady, and then go in the opposite. It is not easy. You take your time, you're moving from your hip and hold and bring it down. We're adding on to this position. So I want you to extend the opposite leg, opposite arm. So we're back where we began. And instead of swapping them over, we're going to bend the elbow, bring the knee in, and then shoot it out. Okay? So everything needs to be nice and stable. And if this doesn't suit you, go back to the original exercise where we did opposite arm, opposite leg, alternatively. This is the bird dog position. Make sure your spine is in neutral. Get the shoulder to the ear. There's no curvature of the spine. Neck is long, and this is the last one. Hold it here. Hold it for 4. Hold it for 3. Hold it for 2. Hold it for 1, and then bring it down. Excellent. Let's go over onto the other side. Extend the leg, pick up the arm. Feel that full stretch diagonally along your back. Working and lengthening your rectus spinae. Pick up the belly, open up the spine, thumb to the ceiling, point the toes, and then tuck it in. And then push it out. Let's bring it in, let's contract, and then extend. Let's bring it in. Really work on your balance here. At any time, you can just put your hand on the mat if you like, and just do the leg. Let's go. We've only got a few more of these. Nice and strong. Pick up the belly, get nice and strong, and lengthen and reach. Last one. Bring it in, and then push it out. Excellent. And lower it down. Let's go into that cat stretch again, okay? So let's curl the spine into an angry cat. Go into an angry cat. Let's de-stress anything that's accumulated in the lower back. Go into a neutral spine. Give me one leg curl. And then give me one leg press. One more time. Cat stretch. I'm sure you're getting the hang of this. Angry cat. Get a really nice stretch in the arms with this as well. Go back into neutral spine, quadruped, lengthen the neck. Give me one leg curl. And a leg press. Excellent. From here, I just want you to walk your fingers to your knees and curl your toes under. Get that really nice stretch in the phalanges, your toes. They will love you for it. When you're ready, slowly peel your knees off the mat. Place your hands on your knees and then grow nice and tall. Really draw that belly button, really engage. Feel like your ribs are knitted in, or someone's pulling you from the back and you're wearing this natural corset, someone's pulling the string to tighten it all in. From here, I just want you to open up the knees, and as you open up your knees, your heels will touch. From here, place your fingertips on the mat, then palms down onto the mat. Now, if this is where you stay, this is where you stay. From here, if you can, lower your elbows down onto the mat. Then tuck your head in. And here we go again with that nice big C curvature of the spine. This time, however, we're opening up the hips. When you're ready, unravel. Pick the elbows off of the mat, go up to your fingertips, walk it in, close the knees, walk your arms forward, curl your feet behind, cross them over, and let's get into some strong flat abs workout. So from here, we need to get onto the mat, but we're going to do this slowly and precisely. So bend the knees, spine nice and tall, drawing that belly button in. Hands out in front, and all I really want you to do is slowly just peel down a fraction, just the lower back, and then I want you to peel up. Let's do that again. So peel down ever so slightly, so the palms are roughly to your knees, and then come back up. This time we're going to come down a little bit further. So we come down to the middle portion of our back. Our shoulders are still off the mat. And if you need to, you can place your hands underneath your thighs to help you come up. So let's do that again. Peel down. I really want you to feel every bone hit that mat, and then every bone to peel off the mat. Excellent. This time, here comes a challenge. I want you to peel down all the way, but as you do that, your feet pick up and you bring it into your chest. Now to come up, your feet will slowly come down as you peel your shoulder blades off the mat and sit up, okay? So it's almost like a really slow roll, like a ball movement. Peel it down, shoulder blades hit the mat, head hits the mat, and you tuck your knees into your chest, into a tight ball. And then as you come up, your feet unravel, you slowly come up, work on that balance, and restack. We've got one more, but we're going to stay down. So peel down, don't forget to take your toes with you. Every vertebrae hits that mat, and we go into a tight ball. Good job. Okay, as you pull your knees into your chest, you're really lengthening your lower lumbar, which is fantastic. From here, we're going to start doing some strong abs, flat core workouts. So we're going to extend one leg up to the ceiling, and we're going to extend the other, just hovering off the mat. We're going to bring that knee into the chest and feel that really nice long stretch of the back of the leg. Now you have options here. You can do this exercise with your shoulder blades off the mat, but make sure you flatten your belly towards your spine, okay? Or you can keep your head on the mat. And all we're going to do is switch. And as you do that, you're going to really feel that really beautiful pull in the back of the leg. At the same time, you're loosening up the hips. And if you want more of a challenge, really pull in. Bring up your shoulder blades. Keep the gap between your chin and your chest. We're going to do 4 more of these, so let's go. This is 4. This is 3. This is 2. And this is 1. If your head's on the mat, stay there. Otherwise, if your shoulders are off the mat, both of you, both hands, one on the outside and one on the outside of the calf. I'm going to pull it across. Now, if your head's down there, add a little bit more of a tug. If your head's up, really pull and rotate that spine. Then I'm going to take it over to the other side. One hand outside the calf, the other one outside the quad as you twist. So let's pick up the pace. We're going to stretch and twist this time. Stretch and twist. We did the prep work with this when we were on our knees. And we did that beautiful spinal rotation. If your head's on the ground, there you go. Same. If you want to add some core work, lift. But I don't want you to strain your neck. Let's go for 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Both legs up to the ceiling. Bring those knees in, lower your head down. From here, I want you to take your hands out to the side like a big letter T. From here, I want you to extend one leg out, and I really want you to lower and lift. We only do a few of these. Now, the hardest thing is keeping the leg that's in tabletop in exactly the same position as the opposite leg is controlled as it lowers and it lifts. Engage the core, anchor your shoulders. You have 2 more. Let's go. 1 and 2. Listen to the change. Lower the leg that's in tabletop. And from here, we're going to create some circles in the ceiling this time. Anchor your shoulders and let's draw those circles. We did them earlier in a quadruped position. You may find this position a little bit easier because you're anchored. There's more body mass on the mat. And the opposite direction. Remember, you're moving from the hip. Your hip moves in 360 direction and we barely use 2 directions. So basically just walk forward, rarely move laterally or back. And hold it here. Bring that leg into tabletop, extend the other leg as it reaches the ceiling. Okay? Anchor yourself and let's lower and lift. Focus on the leg that's in tabletop, not moving. You do have an option where you can actually place your foot on the mat and do exactly the same thing. But if you can balance, you're working so much more. Let's go, just for 2 more here. Let's go, 1, and this is 2. Hold it up here, lower the leg that's in tabletop into bend, and let's create those circles. As easy as it looks, it is not easy. You're controlling a 360 movement. Anchor the shoulders. I can't remember if we did the other direction on the other leg, but on this leg, we'll go in the opposite direction. Full control. You're gonna feel this in your core because your obliques are trying to anchor you in. Let's go for 2 more. 1 and 2. Okay, bend the knees into the chest. Let's continue with our flat abs, strong core. If you can, peel your shoulder blades off the mat, but I won't ask you to do that. If you're I'm going to compromise your neck, okay? From here, I want you to shoot your hands over your head like you're taking off a hat, and then swoop your hands by your side back onto the shins, okay? So we shoot and extend and swoop it in. Let's shoot and extend and swoop it in. You can keep your head down on the mat if you like. Otherwise, peel up and let's go. We're going to do 10 of these. This is my favorite. Let's go. 9. Let's go for 8. Let's reach more. Let's go for 7. Point more. Let's go for 6. Draw that belly button in. Let's go halfway there. 5. Really move those shoulders. Let's go for 4. 3. Work through it. 2. And this is the last one. 1. Hold that tap for me, please. Really bring those knees in. I want you to keep one hand on the knee and the other hand on the ankle as you extend the other leg, okay? So we call this a single knee stretch. You can keep your head down on this as well, but I really want you to pull that knee into the chest, okay? And as you do that, I want you to switch. And I want you to switch as we pull it in. At the same time, you're engaging that core, so knit it together. Pull it in. Pull that knee in. Let's go for 5, 4. It's almost like you're poking holes in the wall in front of you. 2. And this is it. 1. Hold it. Hands behind the head. Remember, at any time you can rest your head on the mat, okay? Otherwise, I want you to take shoulder to elbow. Elbow to knee, and criss it over. And criss it over. Continue with crisscross. Let's go. Point, poke that wall. Bring the knee in. Rotate the spine. Get your elbows out. Chin off your chest. Let's go. We've got 5, 4, 3. Too much fun first thing in the morning. And this is the last one. Oh, excellent. Bring your knees in, lower your head. Tuck in and give yourself a bit of a hug. Well done. Now place both feet on the mat, please. Hands by your side. I'm just going to go into a shoulder bridge. So lengthen the neck, anchor the shoulders, plant your feet on the mat, and slowly I want you to peel up into that perfect diagonal. While you're here, focus on planting both feet on the mat, the entire foot. So I don't want you to push just on your heels or your toes, the entirety of your foot. And then slowly peel down. Tilt your pelvic bone towards the mat so you create that nice arch in the lower back. I want you to pretend there's a bowl of really nice warm water sitting on your pelvis here, okay, so it's nice and flat. We're going to tilt that bowl of water towards the belly as the water runs down and kind of stops underneath your neck. And as we come down, we lower it down vertebrae by vertebrae, and we fill that bowl up with water again as we tilt. One more time. Bowl of water is full. Tilt that nice warm feeling of water. Let it run down your chest and pull just underneath your neck. As you're here, think about activating those glutes. Push up to the ceiling, but I still want you to be able to see your knees. And then slowly peel down. Okay, we're going to add on to this. Come up on your tippy toes, please. Anchor your shoulders, lengthen the neck. From here, same thing. You've got that hot, or really nice lukewarm bowl of water sitting on your pubic bone, and you're going to peel it up into a high shoulder bridge while you're on your tippy toes. Heels off the mat. Really lengthen. I just want you to hold it here. I want you to be mindful of your glutes activating, your quads, your hamstrings, your calves as you lift. Hold it for 5, hold it for 4. Listen to the change. 3, 2, hold it. And if you can, pick one leg up into a tabletop. Push the hips up to the ceiling. Point the toes. Make sure your knees and your hips are stacked. Hold it for 5, hold it for 4. Let's go for 3, 2, 1, then lower it down. Do not come down. Let's take up the other leg. So bring that into a tabletop. Anchor yourself. You're right on your tippies. It feels really good. Push your hips up to the ceiling. Activate that glute and the stabilizing leg. Point more, lift more. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower it down. Excellent. Lower your heels down as you slowly peel down vertebrae by vertebrae, and that feels really super good. I love that one. From here, we've got roll-ups to do. So we're going to take the hands out over the head. I know we're moving quite quickly this morning, but it all flows in. So hands go over the head. You're looking at your fingers. You're going to peel your head off the mat, followed by your shoulders, your middle back, your lower back, and you roll up. Makes you feel really nice. So we peel down again, really slight articulation of the spine. This time the hands go over the head. We've got 5 of these, okay? Let's go. This is your 5th one. Peel it up. Inhale as you come down, vertebrae by vertebrae. Feel every bone hit that mat before you peel up. This is 4. Really work on that core strength. And like I said earlier, if this is way too difficult, just place your hands underneath your legs to help you up. And then peel you down. Once you get the feeling and the momentum, you'll be doing this quite easily. I think you've got 2 more. Let's go. 1, this time while you're up here, I want you to lengthen your legs out in front. Now, as you grow tall, you might want to reposition yourself. Stack the spine, reach it out in front. And we did this in the last class. I just want you to lower it down like a falling tree. Or your core is drawn in, you're nice and long. And as you do that, I want you to take one hand out, glide it through and reach behind, and then come back up and sit up. And then as you sit up, I want you to peel down. So we come up, we stack the spine very nice and tall. Lean back like you're falling tree, and then reach over, looking at the hand, coming back up, stack the spine, and reach it forward. One more on each side. So stack it up, fall back, peel that hand around, have a look at it, and then bring it back up, stack, and reach forward. This is the last one here. So peel it up, fall, glide, reach, come up, stack, and reach forward. Awesome. Glide it up. Place your hands behind your back. Nice shoulder stretch here. And really nice lower lumbar stretch as well. Want to squeeze your shoulder blades back and then open up the chest. That should feel really nice across the chest. Also your lower lumbar. And then come back down. Last one. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Looking up. Squeeze the shoulder blades. And you'll find you'll slightly come off the mat. And then lower it down. Now let's try a reverse plank. Not my favorite, but it's good for so many reasons. So we're going to squeeze the shoulder blades. We're going to slowly lift the hips off the mat. There's always an exercise we're not fans of. And we lift. Get that really nice diagonal. Push against the mat if you can. Lift the hips. Point the toes. Hold it for 5. Hold it for 4. 3, 2, 1, and lower it down. And because it's not my favorite, let's do it again. I'm into self-torture. So squeeze the shoulder blades back. Push against the mat. Lift the hips towards the ceiling. Draw the belly button in. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Pick up the hips. Point the toes. Hold it for 5. Hold it for 4. 3, 2, 1, and lower it down. Well done to all of us for doing that one. Okay. Let's bring the feet in together, sole to sole, and let the knees just fall out, okay? From here, I'm going to actually slowly lower it down, elbow to elbow, down, we come, just walk it down slowly. Let the knees fall out, grow nice and long, hands by your side. I'd like you to try to get your feet as close to your core as possible. Let the knees fall out as far as possible. Let that weight just lower it down. Surrender to it. Don't try to resist it. Just let it fall and relax. Palms down, anchor the shoulders, neck is long. We're going to do this only a few times. So I want you to press the soles of your feet together as you slowly lift up. We are not coming up high. We're basically just opening up the hips, engaging the glutes, firing them up. Hold it for 5, hold it for 4, hold it for 3, listen to the change. Close the legs. Pick up the hips into that shoulder bridge and then peel it down. Open up the legs. Squeeze the soles of the feet together, slowly lift. When you feel comfortable and when you're ready, close your knees. Pick up the hips and peel it down vertebrae by vertebrae one more time. Open up the legs into a diamond position. Push the soles of your feet together, slowly lift. Squeeze in the glutes. When you're ready, close the diamond. Pick up the hips. Squeeze the glutes, activate the hamstrings, and then slowly peel down. Fantastic. Thank you. Okay, here we go. We've got some more core work to do. So bring the knees into the chest, please. Hands on the thighs. Peel your shoulder blades off the mat, and I just want you to hold it there. Hold it for 5, hold it for 4, hold it for 3. Take both legs up to the ceiling, please. I want you to wedge those legs open and hold it. Now, if this position is too difficult for you, lower your head down, create a diamond with your hands and place it underneath your glutes, okay? Otherwise, peel it up and feel that stretching in the thighs. From here, I want you to pick it up. I want you to open it up. I want you to pick it up. We've only got 2 more. Open it up as you draw that belly button in. As you're opening up the hips, you've got 2 more. Let's go. This is 1, and this is 2. From here, bend the knees into a tabletop position, lower your head down. Hands behind the head, elbows out, chin off your chest. We're going to do some basic curls. So we're going to peel up and come down. Now make sure your head is just cradling in your fingers. There's no strain. You're not pulling your head up. You're actually engaging your core, but also using your thoracic or the upper part of your back as support. Let's shift the focus from the core to the back. Let's go for 4. This is 4, 3, 2, 1. As we extend one leg out, we take it in for 1, 2, you've got this, 3, 4, 5. Take it over to the opposite side. Let's go. 1, 2. All that work that we did earlier with tabletop, leading the legs, the spinal twist leads to every exercise that comes next. This is the last one. Whew. Legs in tabletop, pick up your shoulders. From here, place your hands underneath your thighs, and we're going to slowly roll up, but our feet will not touch the ground, okay? So peel it up, rock it up. I want you to find that balance and stack the spine. Got it? And it doesn't matter if your feet hit the ground, no big deal. So grow nice and tall, bring the knees into the chest, point the toes, squeeze the shoulder blades. You've got this. Hold it for 5, hold it for 4, hold it for 3. If you can, hold on to the ankles, bring it a bit more. If you can hold on to the back of your heels, even more. Get the lengthening and opening of the scapula, as well as that nice stretch in the arms. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2. I know this looks ridiculous. And 1, and slowly lower it down. Well done. Cross the legs over. We're almost done. Coming back into your quadruped really slowly. I just want you to curl your toes under. Toes are super important and all the time neglected, and without them we can't stand up. So let's give them a break. So give them a nice big stretch, shift your weight there, place your hands on your thighs and stack it up. Place the weight on the back of their heels. You're going to find that is a little bit painful, but we will survive. Hold that for 5, hold that for 4, hold that for 3 as you extend your hands out in front. I want you to reach forward. When you're ready, I want you to unravel your toes and I want you to stack up. So this is where we started at the beginning of the class, in a high kneeling position. From here, draw it in. I need you to get nice and strong. We're going to lengthen and strengthen the front of the legs. So we're going to grow tall, elongate that spine. So I want to keep the natural curvature of the spine, but I just want to like extend. From here, I want you to slowly fall back like a falling tree. We did a version of this with our legs out in front, and we bring it up. You don't have to come down too far. I only want you to come down as far as you feel that nice, beautiful stretch in the front of the legs, and engaging that core, and then come up again. 2 more times. Let's lower it down. Let's make it your best two. And bring it up. This is also one of my non-favorites, but we do it because we know it's good for us. A bit like eating Brussels sprouts. And come up. Hands on the mat, tense your fingers. Walk it forward, walk your legs back. I want you to get into that really nice diagonal position, half a plank. Now, if you don't want to tense your fingers here, just plant them flat on the ground, okay? If you want to challenge yourself, temp those fingers almost like they're cupping. So your hands are cupping, okay? From here, elbows, wrists are all in alignment. Grow nice and tall, lengthen the spine. Elongate. Pick up the belly. Even holding it in this position can be and is challenging. From here, if you can, please join me as I lower it down, gliding my elbows along the side of my ribs, and I pick it up. I do one leg curl, okay? Let's glide it down. I do one leg curl. Let's glide it down, hold it here, do one leg curl, then push it up. Woo. Let's do it again. One, as we lower it down, hold it, leg curl, and pick it up. From here, shift your weight back. Go into that beautiful shell stretch, armpits down the ground. We do that set one more time. So shoot your weight forward into that perfect diagonal. Stack it all, let's lower it down, you got this. Lower, hold, leg curl, come up. Whew. Last one, let's lower it down, hold, one leg curl, and bring it up, and go back into your shell. Loosen up the fingers, relax your fingers, they deserve it. Armpits down to the mat, walk your hands forward towards your knees, curl your toes under, prompt yourself up. Hands on your knees, literally velcro your chest from your thighs, open up the knees. We did this at the beginning, so we're pros. Your heels should be touching here. Now, if this is where you stay, this is where you stay. Place your hands on the mat. Flatten your palms, lower your elbows down, tuck your chin in, and how good does that feel? You're opening up your shoulder blades, your scapula, rhomboids are loving it, and you're getting that stretch in the lower part of your back. Now, pick your elbows off the mat. Walk your hands towards your toes. Hands on the knees. Close your knees, please. You're in that perch position. I want you to take that deep breath in. Hands go around, palm to palm. Bring your palm to your heart. I want you to see if you can close your eyes, recenter yourself. Breathe through. Be mindful. You found your balance, and now you can find your balance in the dark. Hold it for 5. Hold it for 4, hold it for 3, hold it for 2, hold that for 1. Open your eyes, hands on the thighs. I want you to slowly come up, but as you do that, I want you to lean forward, stretching back of the Achilles, and then push against your thighs as you slowly unravel up. Lengthen the legs. As you get that really nice stretch at the back of the thighs. Hands are still just above the knees, as now I'm going to ask you to flatten your back. Very similar to what we did in that early beautiful sequence where we created those circles with the arms. Now take the arms out to the side. Like your arms in loops, and I want you to bring it in. So this is a standing flat back. Bug movement. Just one more. Now create that circle with the arm, hoop it down. Bring the palm to the sternum, bring it up. And now I just want you to hinge it up. Bring the palm to the heart. Shake out the knees. And a big thank you for joining me this morning.